When Dustin Johnson won the first PGA Tour event of 2018 in typically powerful fashion, it seemed his grasp on the #1 spot in the world rankings would become tighter as the year progressed. However, the form of Justin Thomas, Justin Rose and Brooks Koepka has seen each of them reach top spot throughout the season, as the battle to be the best player in the world has intensified. Johnson has had 3 wins across the year and also finished in a tie for 3rd at the US Open, the WGC Bridgestone Invitational and the Tour Championship. Anna Whiteley checked in with the current world #3 in China to reflect on his year.
Dustin, how would you assess your last season?
I felt like it was a good year. It wasn't a great year. It was, you know, I'm happy with the season. It could have been a lot better. You know, I had a few chances to win that, you know, I kind of let slip away. But other than that, I mean, it was a solid year, and you know, I'm fairly pleased with it. A little disappointed in the way I, you know, played in the majors. Didn't play those quite as well as I'd like to. But other than that, I mean, it was a good year.
Why do you think necessarily you didn't perform at your highest level in the major championships last year?
I don't know. I wish I did, but it was. You know, I felt like last year, even though, you know, I had a lot of top 10s and, you know, a lot of chances to win and won 3 times, but I just didn't feel like my game was in as good a form as I would have liked it to have been in. And so I think that's where, you know, the majors, you have to be in really good form, and I just really wasn't, you know, during the majors.
Well, you dominated the #1 spot for most of the year, but all of the top 4 players in the world now, they all reached that #1 spot. How much does that drive you to keep pushing at your hardest to claim that spot?
Yeah, well, you know, all the guys, especially, you know, the 4 of us that are at the top that kind of switch back and forth on, you know, #1 this year, you know, they keep pushing me to work harder on the game, to get better, and you know, it's a spot that I like being in, and so that drives me to work harder and to get better.
Well, it was a big year because it was a Ryder Cup year. In Paris, obviously Phil Mickelson came out and said that he thought the course was unplayable. What did you make of Le Golf National?
I thought the course was good. You know, it was very difficult. You know, narrow fairways. You know, when the rough might have been a bit much, but it was, you know, everybody had to play it, so it wasn't like, you know, we were playing a different course or anything. So. You know, it's definitely a golf course. You know, you play it a few more times and you probably get a little better at it. But I don't know, they just played better than we did. It's not, you know, it's pretty simple. You know, you go through the stats and they just played better.
You had the pleasure on Sunday of playing Ian Poulter, who is known as Mr. Ryder Cup. The noise that he creates is unlike any other player. What was it like in that match?
Yeah, we had a really good match. I mean, it was a tough match. We went, you know, right to the end, and you know, he ended up winning. But you know, it was a good match. You know, we both played pretty well, I felt like. You know, but you know, that golf course, like I said, it's just tough, and he just made a couple more putts than I did.
2020, back at Whistling Straits, where you've got some unfinished business. How do you think Team USA will set things up to give them the best possible advantage then?
You know, that's a good. You know, it's a long, tough golf course, you know, again, so it's fairways are a little bit wider, which will probably help, and you know, it's a little bit longer, but it's, you know, again, it's whichever team plays better is the one that's going to win, because I mean, on both sides they're, you know, great players, and you know, throughout, you know, all 12 guys are really good players, so, and you've got to all play together really well as a team, and you know, you can't just have one or 2 guys playing well. The whole team has to play well if you want to win.
For someone like you, you've been to #1, you've got a major under your belt. What will be driving you through your 2019 season?
Yeah, just, you know, obviously I want to get back to that #1 spot, and, you know, want to compete in the majors a little bit more, give myself chances to win. You know, that's all you know, I just want to get myself in a position to have a chance to win on Sunday. And that's, you know, that's my biggest, you know, that's my goal is, you know, every week I play, just put myself in a position where I can have a chance to win.
And finally, you've got a bit of time off now. What will you be doing over the next couple of months to unwind and relax?
Everything but golf for at least a month. You know, I'll probably take a month off, just kind of, you know, hang with the family, do some, you know, maybe take a vacation or two, and I'll start practicing early December when I get the new equipment and get that stuff dialed in.
Good stuff. We can't wait to see you in 2019. Thank you.
Thank you.